With Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 finally being confirmed, I have to talk about the transformations we need in that game. Now, I've already made videos on all the races of Xenoverse and even the races I wanted to be added that are going to be added. Demon Rome race, Android race, they're cooking right now, bro. But listen, those are all race-specific videos for the transformations. This video will be a universal transformation video like Kaioken, like Potential Unleashed, like Beast Gohan. So let's talk about every single universal transformation that can be added to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Now, compared to the other forms in this video, this first entry has the potential to be the most unique when it comes to all the races, but these forms are so similar that I thought it would make sense to put these in the universal category anyway. And the form I'm talking about is the max power form for all races. And this could easily go in the universal category only because almost every race in Xenoverse that's playable has used a max power form before. Now, Master Roshi was the first character in Dragon Ball to use this form, but we've seen other characters do it too, like Piccolo, like Frieza, even Garlic Jr., yes, the demon guy, so demons in Xenoverse 3 can also get this. Garlic Jr.'s form, this is a max power form. And for those of you who don't know, max power forms in Dragon Ball either give you a heavy speed decrease or a heavy stamina drain, or they can do both, and Super Saiyan Grade 3 is an example of that. Garlic Jr., Piccolo, speed issues. Master Roshi and Frieza, stamina issues. Super Saiyan Grade 2, stamina. Super Saiyan Grade 3, both. And it actually kind of makes sense that Super Saiyan Grade 3 would be in the game because Saiyans are the damage class of Dragon Ball Xenoverse. So every race gets a big damage form, but Saiyans get a extra big damage form on top of that. Now, when it comes to actually adding these forms in the game, I think they can do exactly what they did with Super Saiyan God. There's Super Saiyan God in parentheses male and female, so every race can get a max power form. But when it comes to Saiyans, I hope they do it a little bit differently. In my opinion, I think Super Saiyan Grade 2 and 3 should be added as extensions of future Super Saiyan. In the same way how we have Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, Super Vegeta 1 and 2, future Super Saiyan 2 and 3 should be Grade 2 and Grade 3. Also, Xenoverse 3, please give Super Vegeta a Super Vegeta 3 or Ultra Vegeta 1 if you're locked into Daima, please, for all the Ki Blast builds. We need a Ki Blast Super Saiyan 3 build, man. Now, I have mentioned every race except for the Potential Android race and Majins. This form right here is not a max power form. This is just because Buu absorbed that other Supreme Kai. And to my knowledge, with the exception of Cell, we've never seen an android use a max power form. But as we've literally been talking about the entire video, any race can do this, dude. Any race can just buff up their muscles, get stronger. Anyone can do that. So please add Buff Buu in the game as a max power form and give androids a max power form too. And no, Super 13 is not a max power form. Do not disrespect that form. That form is the Super Android form. Put some respect on the form, man. Next on the list is the Babidi Mind Control / Majin Power Up form. And please, Xenoverse, you literally already have the asset for the Majin mark. Take the extra step, give us veins. That is not that hard. Literally in Shinobi Strikers, when you use the 8 gates, you get the veins on the characters. Xenoverse, do not be lazy. Give us veins with this mode, please. Now, the buff form is a universal awoken skill that gives you a bunch of damage, but at the cost of speed and or stamina. With this Majin universal awoken skill, I think you should get a crazy defense increase. One of the big things with Spopovich was his crazy durability. I mean, he literally got his neck broken and was just okay. So I definitely think the Majin Awoken skill should focus on defense. And also, please, I'm saying this just because I'm a big Raging Blast 2 fan, give us that amazing evil aura. Viciousness, bro. I love this aura so much. Now, before we head on to Dragon Ball Super, we have to cover the sauce that is in Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Daima. Now, I highly doubt we're going to get a Machine Mutant race in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, and I personally want Machine Mutant abilities to be for the Android race, but if they don't do that, please give us a Machine Mutant transformation for all races. Now, technically, the baby Vegeta forms only look this way because he is mutating the Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 forms, but they look really, really cool. So come on, just give them for all the races. You gave Beast Gohan to all races. Give us the baby Vegeta forms. And for Dragon Ball Daima, we have the third eye. Now, because demons are most likely going to be in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, I think this should be exclusive for demons, but Technically, anyone could get the third eye, so it could go either way. Now, this awoken skill should definitely focus hard on the Ki Blast damage power-up, but I would also love if they somehow brought in like a really cool mechanic with like the regeneration that we see Goma just spamming. He just spammed his regen to just stay in the fight. But more importantly, this could be the universal giant awoken skill if they wanted to make it that. Stage 1 should just be you popping the iron, getting a crazy Ki Blast boost, but stage 2, you go giant. That would be really cool. And instead of just having Mouth Blast like the Makians, give us really cool magic moves we saw Goma do. And now we have finally made it into the universal forms that are in Dragon Ball Super. First one we gotta talk about is the Pure Progress form. Yes, Pure Progress should be for all races, but please, let's balance this form, dude. The gigantic attack boost it gives should only be for time skip attacks. I mean, that's literally how it works in the show. Hit was not literally just powering up his abilities. He was specifically advancing his time skip powers. Next on the list is the supersonic form that Dispo has. And please, why is this not for CACs already? Bro, give it to CACs. But before you give it to us, change how it works. Why does this thing have stamina drain, bro? Oh my, that ruins this form. I understand they're trying to balance this form because it gives you the biggest speed increase in the game and also some really solid like attack boost too. Listen, to balance this, you can just take away the attack boost. We don't need that, bro. This form should just be an option to just be really fast. If you want to just make a really overpowered speedster CAC like Accelerate from Ben 10, Naoya from JJK, if you just want to have a fast dude, this should be your option for any CAC. And if you need to balance this, you can just take away the attack. Bro, we don't need that attack boost, bro. Because this stamina drain is awful balancing. It's lazy and lame balancing. It makes it so unfun. Listen, if you have to give a attack boost, just specifically boost Dispo's skills. And also, when Dispo transforms, he gets a bunch of really cool additions to his moves, like his blade now teleports and other stuff like that. That's really cool. Make sure that whenever we have Dispo skills, we also get the new functions when we transform. But that's pretty much it, bro. This form should just be the Speedster Awoken skill for all races. Next on the list is the God of Destruction mode Topo has. And listen, to everyone that's going to be asking, what about Ultra Ego Rom Hatcher? Listen. We're not getting that. Well, we're not going to get it when Xenoverse 3 drops or for a while. We're only going to get that whenever it gets animated in the future Granola arc of Dragon Ball Super. So we're going to have to wait for that to ever get that in the game for Vegeta or for our CACs. But, hey, whenever they want to, they can always give us the Destruction mode that Topo has. And personally, I think this looks way cooler than Ultra Ego. That's my own personal opinion, but listen, like the God Destruction tattoos, the amazing Kakai ore you get, and those glowing eyes of viciousness. I love how this form looks. And also, Xenoverse, you already have the assets to have our characters have glowing eyes. Every single supervillain has that little glowing eye effect with the purple glowing eyes. Give that to us in this form, please. And there are a lot of things you can do with this form when it comes to the buffs it gives you, but what I want to focus on is you should be immune to basic Ki Blast. We saw it in the anime, it's already a function in the game with Topo himself, which is just so cool. So please, when you use this form, basic Ki Blast will not affect you at all anymore. Please, that would make this form have so just amazing utility, bro. We talked about Dispo's form, we talked about Topo's form, now we have to talk about Jiren to complete the Tournament of Power Pride Trooper trifecta. I would love a Limit Breaker Awoken skill. I don't even know, like, what would they do for buffs? I don't know. Maybe this could work like Super Saiyan Gods, where Super Saiyan God just gives you a crazy basic attack boost without giving you any other downsides, because it really only boosts your basic attacks. That's why Super Saiyan God is just such a great skill. So, you know, this could be like the universal basic attack skill for all races. That would be amazing. But listen, oh my god, Limit Breaker, please. Also, Xenoverse 3, I'm hoping that we're gonna have our own unique aura colors we can choose. So depending on like what's our aura color, that will decide the color of the flames we have when we use this form. Jiren has a red aura, so he gets the red flames. If I have a purple aura, please let me just have like some purple flames! But we talked about Limit Breaker. Let's talk about the form that put Limit Breaker down in the ground. We have to talk about UI. Listen, Xenoverse, we need UI Sign and UI Master, bro. Put them both in the game. We need both of those forms. I especially want this because personally, I think base UI sign looks way better than the mastered Ultra Instinct form. I love the simplicity of UI. I love it. Also, please, it also gives us a chance to have another Ultra Instinct Awoken skill animation. Listen, the one we have right now is already amazing, but let's get one for UI sign. I mean, there's the one he did against Kefla, the one he did against Jiren when he the second time he fought Jiren. What the? What the? And now I need that beautiful gut punch he did on Jiren. That is still one of the greatest. That is one of the greatest gut checks in all of anime, bro. Yo, if you were there when that episode first aired, YouTube live stream, you just see Goku dodge him and just punch him. Yo, Dragon Ball Super, those last 4 episodes were peak. Now, I could end it there, but I kind of want to take a shot in the dark at something just really silly and goofy. As you know, in the anime, Brienne and her friends transform into their modes, and other people can also do that. So, like, what if we just got, like, a whole, like, magical girl transformation that, like, even the dudes could also have, and just look really stupid wearing them? Like, I don't know, that'd be, like, really random. It wouldn't be that hard because it's pretty much just putting on their clothes, but, like, you know, just give us, like, an animation of, like the Sailor Moon animation or something. But that would, I don't care about that, but that would be like really silly and just stupid. I wouldn't even be mad at that. That'd be really funny. But also, I would love the giant. I would love if they added like Rubrian's giant mode. That would be hilarious. That would be so fun. Also, whenever the Moro arc gets animated, please, we need that UI Susanoo in the game. We need the UI Susanoo. That would be really amazing. Please, Xenoverse. But that's pretty much the end of this video. I think I did a pretty good job of just listing all the potential universal forms we could get and all the potential and all the potential things they could do. You know, we could get a universal speed form, defense form, key blaster form, melee form, a whole bunch of different things that I just really want in the game. Pretty much it. Catch you guys later. I'm gonna try to get more consistent. I'm nearing the end of school for this semester, so bro, I'm gonna try to start cooking, bro. Summer's coming up. I'm gonna try to cook videos up. I'm gonna try to cook for y'all, bro. Consistent, bro. I'm trying to get at least 3 videos a week, man. At least 3. I'd love 4. But hey, I'll catch you guys later. God bless. Do your best, bro. Try to improve on your life, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all later.